All right, now let's give our waterways some attention this morning. Hope spots are special places that are critical to the health of the ocean, also known as Earth's blue heart. Some of these hope spots are already formally protected, while others still need to find protection. Well, famed oceanographer Dr. Sylvia Earle, through her organization Mission Blue, has made protecting and recognizing our worldwide ocean treasures her life mission, and we're so honored to have her joining us this morning, along with Ray Bouchard, who is actually involved in getting our Gulf Coast designated as one of these hope spots as well. The local champion, we're calling him.
There we go.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're local as well. We like to say that this is welcoming you back home in a way.
Absolutely.
But honored to have you on our show this morning.
Great to be here.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about why this is your mission, and you've been doing this now for not to date you or age you, but it's pretty remarkable, and to think that you're still doing this, still traveling the world. We have, I know, pictures of you still diving. You still
breathing,
do this today? So. Yes. So tell me a little bit about your backstory. And you're also, I want to mention, National Geographic Explorer in Residence as well, which is not an easy title to get.
Well, I really fell in love with the ocean in the Gulf Coast, in Dunedin, Clearwater, Tampa Bay, up and down the coast. So it's logical that, having been privileged to see the ocean globally, to come back home, if you will. Never left home, but I come back here often. But to see the changes over time, we are the agents of change, we humans. We've modified the planet in ways that are unprecedented in the history of the planet. But now we know what we could not know when I first arrived in Florida back in the 1940s. First began diving in the 1950s. And the changes, I went to Clearwater High School when Clearwater had clear water.
Well, and that was my first question I asked you was, okay, wait a minute, Clearwater's still being voted one of the best beaches, you know, in the country, and you say it's nowhere close to what it used to be.
That's right, it can be much better than it is now, but I have the record.
Talk about these hope spots, though, that are obviously, you know, all over the world, all over the globe, and again, you know, this effort to make sure that the Bay Area is included one of these. Explain what these hope spots are.
Well, just as this country pioneered the concept of national parks on the land, going back to early in the 20th century, some say it's the best idea America ever had, and it has caught on around the world. So we have places where we respect the natural systems for what they give to us, the air we breathe, protecting the water, protecting nature, if you will, and everything that we value, life itself, really derives from nature, if you will. And we've consumed so much so fast that we really have to stop, take stock, and realize that the ocean needs our help. We need protected areas in the ocean, just as we have taken action on the land.
And so there are already several of these hope spots that have been classified. There's more than 100.
Around the world, but not all of them are protected. They're like the Gulf Coast. A lot of policies and goodwill about let's behave ourselves in such a way that we can restore what has been lost.
Yeah, and that's what you're trying to do here locally, Ray. So kind of what's your involvement with all of this? How do you help make this happen?
Well, we are nominating the Florida Gulf Coast from Apalachicola Bay to 10,000 Islands south of Marco Island to become a hope spot, which we'll go through.
Is that the average size of these hope spots, by the way?
Some are small. Some are even larger. But the idea is to get the public on board, local communities, to nominate hope spots to Mission Blue, and we work with the International Union for the Conservation of Nature. There's a council of advisors that reviews the applications and gives a stamp of approval or says what needs to be done to qualify.
So how do you champion for this? What do people need to do? How can we get involved? And then what happens after that? Let's say we do get classified. What happens?
Great. Well, we're gathering support now from different organizations and individuals, a lot of scientific groups that are giving us information to give us the knowledge that we know how to educate people where we need to designate the protected areas. We're working with some great teams of scientists from the local area.
The scuba nuts, the kids as well. The divers. Mote Marine Lab, University of South Florida. And
so what does it mean? I mean, does it change the way of life? I mean, as far as how we know it and what's allowed on the, you know what I mean? What does that mean for the average person who is trying to save the beach and the waterways?
It's giving back to the ocean. If we can mobilize the will of the people to say, we would like to have safe havens where even the fish are safe, so that fish have a chance to do what fish do, make more fish, to restore what's been depleted. And right now, there are oyster restoration projects. Right here in Tampa Bay. I love it. It's happening in Chesapeake Bay, New York, in San Francisco.
I'm so upset we're out of time. We need the entire hour with you. So next time you're back, we'll make that happen.
Let's go diving.
Thank you both. I know, sounds good. I would trust myself with you. You're the expert.
Great.
Thank you both for what you're doing. We'll make sure and put info on our website so people can follow along as well. But you need to come back for an update. We need to see how we're doing.
Thanks for having us.